After unprecedented political turmoil over the weekend, Sri Lanka's main opposition parties on Sunday agreed to form an all-party interim government. This after protesters forced the president and the prime minister to offer their resignations over the mismanagement of the country's economic crisis. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa today informed the prime minister that he will resign. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe also held a discussion with the cabinet ministers to form an all-party government. Now, according to Sri Lanka's constitution, Speaker of the Parliament is expected to lead the political transition to a new government. The Parliament is expected to choose the next president within a month. Now, according to reports, senior members of Parliament say that opposition had agreed in principle to form a government of unity with all parties. But discussions about who will be new Prime Minister are still underway. Local Sri Lankan media have reported that a decision has been taken to hold a presidential and parliamentary elections before March next year. A stable government is critical for the country. It is in the middle of discussions with the International Monetary Fund for an extended lending arrangement. These negotiations, crucial to getting Sri Lanka out of its economic crisis, are now at a standstill. Today, the Prime Minister will also call for a cabinet meeting in the evening and hold discussions about the fuel shipments and foreign delegations due to arrive in the country this week. President Rajapaksa is likely to join the cabinet meeting via conference. Currently, calm has returned to the country. On Sunday, the residents of Colombo were seen inside the presidential palace. Some were curious, others marveled at the luxury. They swam in the swimming pool as well. Others used the treadmill. They slept on the four-poster bed. Others cooked and had a picnic. Protesters say that they will not budge till the president resigns on Wednesday.
He has already told the speaker that he will resign on 13th. So we will be here till 13th or 14th to see whether he will resign or not. Because we are not we don't trust him anymore because he has already broken our trust, our country's trust, and he has already sold our country. So we are not in the position to trust him or our Prime Minister at the moment.
We can't trust them. Since independence, since 1948, we trust politicians and we lost everything that we have. So we are not going to trust them. We are stay here until they resign.
Reports also suggest that the president was rescued by the Navy and is currently taking refuge on a vessel offshore. The political chaos in the country was triggered by frustration over the worst economic crisis in the country, which has since been through independence. The country has a severe shortage of foreign currency that has stalled imports of essentials such as food, fuel and medicine. The financial meltdown worsened after the COVID-19 pandemic hammered the tourism-reliant economy and slashed remittances from overseas workers. The situation has been compounded by large and growing government debt and rising oil prices. And for more on this, our correspondent Dasunia Thauda has sent us this report from the capital, Colombo.
As the people of Sri Lanka await for President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to formally hand in his letter of resignation, and while Sri Lanka's political future is pretty much still overcast with doubt, the majority of the population continue to come towards the presidential secretariat, which was now completely opened and accessible to the public, where people from all walks of life and all social stratas continue to come towards this location. Now, one of the rooms at the Presidential Secretariat has now been turned into a public library where the public themselves are handing over used books that could be read by the general public for the purposes of knowledge sharing. Stay with WION as we bring you the very latest. Reporting from Colombo, I'm Dasunia Thauda.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.